Hello again, thanks for joining. So recently I did a video about some older Pico stuff to see whether vintage wagons kind of stack up with modern day stuff. I thought I'd do the same with some Fleischmann ones, and here I've got two which I think are from their old timer range. The first one we have here is number 5000, which looks like it's a baggage car, and we have 5052, which looks like an old timer coach. And we're going to check these out today. So they both come in these retro looking boxes, which I think look absolutely fantastic. This is the 5000 one, so let's get this open and we'll check out the model. Well, I thought it was a baggage car, but it's actually a postal wagon. It says band post here, and it does look like quite a budget model. It doesn't have any glazing at all, and it's quite a basic plastic moulding. Usually things like these steps and the handrails are extra pieces which are added in, but not in this model. They're just part of the main moulding, and the detail here is quite lacking as well. The printing of the yellow on this is actually been done really good, and also the printing of the letters and logos and stuff like that around here actually looks not too bad at all. And we have a grey roof which has got a bit of a texture to it and some nice details too, but it does lack a lot of finesse, this model, and that's also evident down in the chassis, which is fairly basic. The couplings do move independently of the chassis, and the wheels revolve really well. They've got metal axles, and you can see that there's actually metal there which is revolving around and not on the plastic, so that does actually make it revolve really good, even though it's got plastic wheels. A fairly basic amount of detail underneath here. We do have some indication of brake gear, and you can see the Fleischmann made in Western Germany, which gives you an idea of how old this model is. And one of the other things is, and you can see that here, is that the roof doesn't really fit onto the top very well. It just pulls off, and you can see inside we have no interior either. So it's certainly very budget, but let's check out the other one. So this is 5052. I'm hoping this will be a coach. Let's get it open and check it out. So straight away you can see that this is an altogether different proposition. It's got a lot more detail on it, and it has an interior as well, and of course glazing. So the printing on the side of here is not too bad at all. It's not absolutely fantastic, but it's not bad. And I do like the effect of having the wood surround on the glazing there. And you can see inside we do have an interior. It's got brown seating. I like the little verandas here with the plastic railings and these parts that go up onto the roof. They actually poke right the way through. You can see them here. And the roof is all in silver, and we have two extra pieces here and here with the rest of the decoration on the top there just moulded into the main piece of plastic. The chassis benefits from things like having these steps coming down. It's got brakes and nice spring detail. There's no printing on it though, and the wheels are definitely different. We've got spoke wheels this time, and this is a plastic sleeve. It's got metal axles, and they revolve really well too. Couplings are the same. They articulate here on the chassis. But you can see that underneath here we've got a whole lot more detail. All this planking detail, wood grain is being picked out in the moulding, and we have some brake gear as well and bracing. A couple of moulding marks though, but that's much better than the first wagon. You can see this is a split third and second class, quite a neat looking thing. So this is definitely my favourite of the two. I've just pulled this coach out of my collection. This is also a Fleischmann coach, and it's all third class. And I think there are a lot of comparisons. I think they're from the same range. But I feel as though this model here has got a bit more going for it because it's got the raised roof. Okay, there's no glazing inside there, but it's a little more detailed. We do have this moulding split mark up top here, which isn't so good. This one does have these great little brackets up here just underneath the roof in the veranda, and it has more printing on it, which I think is a bit more clearer. We also have printing down on the chassis, which the smaller of the two doesn't have. We've got a different setup with the handrails here and the steps going up to the roof. And we have a kick down plate as well with a checkerboard, which looks really nice. And underneath it's similarly made with bracing and some good planking details, but we have this extra part, this tank that's been added in. It's got the same wheels and the same coupling as well. What I do like about this one is that this window here has been modelled halfway down, which just adds a little extra to this model. However, these models do go very well together, and I think you could have them running on the same train without any problems. They look pretty good, I think, and they're both going to the same destination. So just putting the other coach to the back and focusing again on the two stars of this show. This post wagon I think is actually pretty bad. I think it's modelled on a very interesting prototype, but this rendition of it is just seemingly very cheap. And I'd probably avoid this model. I don't think it's really that good, and I think you've got other options from other manufacturers, or maybe even a Fleischmann one that's been done better than this. It just has a very budget feel. So in terms of money, I probably wouldn't pay more than about £5 for this. And even then, I probably wouldn't buy this one again if I'd known it was like this. This coach is actually much better. I like the spoked wheels, they revolve really well. It's got a nice level of decoration and interior, and the overall finish is really good as well. Because of its size, it's great for running passenger services on smaller layouts too. And in terms of price, well, maybe £10 to £15 for this coach would be a fair price. So let's put them on the scales and we'll see how much they weigh. The post van weighs 43 grams. The smaller coach comes in at 47 grams. And our surprise guest star of the show comes in at 57 grams. So these two Fleischmann models, I think, couldn't be more different if they tried. The post van, I think, is a very, very budget model. It's almost like they didn't try with this or cut so many corners, it's just lost something and it's just not really a good model at all. Whereas the coach has been made to a budget, but I think it's a much higher budget and it looks much better. The thing is, both of these came in the same kind of boxes, so you wouldn't know that there was a quality difference between these. And I guess it's something to watch out for if you're thinking about buying old Fleischmann wagons and rolling stock, that some of them could be as good as the coach and some of them could be as bad as a baggage wagon. So always open them up, check them out and consider the price as well. And talking of price, these do actually make very good value for money. They offer a lot for the modeler. You can run some passenger services in a very small space with a tank engine and a couple of these models, and it would look really convincing and it would also have a lot of appeal as well. So it is a bit of a mixed bag. I don't like the post van. I'm probably just going to put that on eBay and get rid of it. But I'm likely to keep the coach. It looks really cool. But what's your thoughts on these? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to know what you think. And if you liked this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. It really helps this channel. I'll put both of these onto the turntable so you can see all the way around. And thanks for watching. It's great to share my collection with you. And I hope to see you on my next video.
So model train, model works, choo choo, model train, tiny train.